my name is Stephanie Nicole Navenant. Served in the United States Marine Corps, and I served over 20 years. So the reason why I joined the United States Marine Corps is because originally I was going to join the Army, but they extended my ship date. And so I had a roommate who was actually going to the Marine Corps. I had no clue whatsoever. I'm freaking out. We already canceled our lease and everything else like that. So it was like, I'm about to be homeless. So her suggestion was, Marine Corps has a buddy program. So why don't you go to boot camp with me? And so I was like, okay, let's go, let's do it. And so 2 weeks later, was down at Paris Island on the yellow footprints, getting yelled at and running around playing in the sand, making sand angels. So that's pretty much how it went, and I retired 20 years later, so yeah. My original MOS was 3381 Food Service Specialist. My first duty station was Okinawa, Fatima, the air station. Then from there, went to Cherry Point, Paris Island, and then on recruiting duty in Reading, Pennsylvania, and then to Welvick, and then all the way to 29 Palms, Hawaii, and ended in Camp Lejeune. Okay, my most memorable experience or memory in the United States Marine Corps was something that a staff sergeant that I worked for in Japan told me. And I kind of took that little phrase or whatever it is that he told me I kind of took it and used that as like motivation to kind of propel myself in my career. So he basically kind of told us one day, like, hey, we were kind of complaining about how he had us doing things. Our mindset was we wanted to work smarter, not harder. And so his thing was, well, if you don't like the way I tell you how to do things, you work your way up and then you take my job. So my mindset was, no, I wanted to be your boss. So it's either I'm going to go to MECEP or I'm going to go be a chief warrant officer, or a warrant officer, I should say, and be your boss instead. So I kind of sought different opportunities to prepare my career. And so ultimately the most memorable moment for me was finding out that I got selected to go to Wovic, which was in September, I think, of 2012. I was on leave, had both phones down, enjoying my family, picked it up, and I had like over 100 missed phone calls, messages, all the works. And I picked up called my company commander at the time and my sergeant major, and I thought I was in trouble, to be honest with you, because I didn't answer my phone because I was on leave. So I went to their office. I'm still in my civvies. I got my kids dragging behind me. I'm like, oh man, I'm in trouble. Guess it's recruiting duty. And they was like, hey, congratulations, you got selected to go to warrant officer school. So I was like, oh, okay, I still got to make mission, but I still made mission though. But yeah. So how I heard about Pin Up for Vets is I had a friend that I did some modeling with. I actually started off modeling, doing hats, and then slowly rolled into actually being a pinup model for a little bit. And then I kind of moved away, and we still kept in touch and stuff, like what projects that we're working on and stuff like that. And at the time that she did, she joined Pin Up for Vets, I was a photographer going through school, working on a master's degree. So I would try to, talk to them about different projects and stuff like that they were doing, kind of just to keep in touch. And she told me about it, and I thought it was like a really cool concept, basically because that's kind of like how I started off, getting, working as a model, I should say, as a pinup model. So always wanted to do it, but never really had the opportunity to do so because I was either busy with work, school, or on a different side of the map or whatnot. And so, I said, okay, I'm going to try it out this year. And I got selected to do it this year.